Hi everybody, I hope you're okay. We've got spelling today, so we're going to do spelling of tricky words today. So these are words that might not necessarily follow any spelling rule or any easy pattern, and that's why they're trickier to learn. So we will be able to carefully copy our spelling words today. We're going to look for some spelling patterns and spelling rules that we might have come across in the past. And we're going to be thinking of creative ways to remember how to spell these tricky words this week. So let's have a wee look at the words that we've got this week. So we've got 3 lists this week. We've got cool, we've got mild, and we have got spicy. So you can have a look at all 3 and then decide which is going to be the best fit for you. So let's start with cool. So the cool words that we've got this week: climb, lonely, weird, woman, queue, wait, again, and modern. So what we're going to have to do, if those are the words that you are going to be picking this week, is we're going to have to think of creative ways to remember some of those tricky spelling words. So for example, the word lonely has the word one within it. So that might be an easy way to remember that. 1 is a lonely number and the word lonely has 1 inside of it. For a word like woman, I might just do some diacritical marking to sound out all the sounds in the word woman. For example, in the word again, it is quite small on the screen there, but I have created what's called a mnemonic. A mnemonic is where we make up a little poem, a short sentence, with the letters in the word. So for again, I have got always get animals in nets. The first letter of each of my words in my little sentence are the letters that spell out again. So that's a mnemonic. So that might be a way that you create to remember some of your spelling words. Let's go on and have a look at the mild spelling words this week. So on the screen just now we have got mild. We have got chocolate, listening, Wednesday, ache, actually, usually, queue, and wait. So some that were in the cool are also in the mild, and we have some other ones as well to think about there. So we're going to do the same as we did for cool. We're going to think of different ways to remember these words. For chocolate, I have broken it down into 2 syllables. So I've got choco on one side and late on the other to remember both parts of those syllables to make up the word. For the word listening, it is quite often the T that is missed out, so I've put a bold dot underneath it. I've also noticed that it's got the word 10 inside that word, so you might want to play about with words within words there to see if you can think of something that will help you remember how to spell listening. For Wednesday, it's another good one to break into the syllables. Wednesday, quite a lot of people say it out loud as they're spelling it, Wednesday, so that they can remember the spelling. So you can have a look at these words, you can play about with them. What strategy are you going to come up with to help you spell those words? Last but not least, we have got the spicy list today, so let's have a look at that. We have got ache, enthusiastic, reaction, environment, actually, receive, marriage, and reference. So again, we're going to have to think of creative strategies to help remember some of these tricky spelling words. The examples I have come up with, enthusiastic has got quite a lot of syllables in it, so I've broken that down into the different syllables to help me sound it out. Enthusiastic, so that'll help me remember how to spell it. I've noticed a couple of spelling rules that we've had previously in some of the words. For example, in reaction, we've had the sh spelling word before, so I've underlined the TI. And I've noticed for marriage and reference, we've had those spelling rules before, so that might be a good strategy. For receive, I've made up like a sort of, not quite a mnemonic, but a shorter silly sentence to help me remember which way round the I and the E go. So I have made up a wee sentence, everyone is receiving. So everyone begins with E, is begins with I, so E, I in receiving. So you can play about with your words this week and come up with silly stories, mnemonics, you can break it down into syllables. Let's have a look at the other tasks that we've got for today. So once you've decided on a word list that you are going to have, you're going to copy your words neatly. For each of the words, you're going to come up with a strategy to help you remember the spelling. So for example, you might break it down into syllables, look for a spelling rule, have a funny story, a mnemonic, maybe look for words within words or silent letters that might help you remember that word. And then as the last task there, write 4 sentences trying to include as many of your words as possible. So it might be a short, silly story with lots of your words included. Hopefully all that all makes sense. Let me know if you need any help. Speak to you all soon. Bye!